10 genius things in Japan that need to exist everywhere. What if I told you there's a country where vending machines literally talk to you, where trains apologize for being 20 seconds late, and where even public toilets feel more advanced than luxury hotels? And no, this isn't science fiction. This is everyday life in Japan. Now imagine walking through a city where almost everything is designed to save your time, reduce your stress, and make life easier in ways you never even thought about before. Sounds impossible, right? Well, today, you're about to discover 10 genius things in Japan that honestly need to exist everywhere. And trust me, some of these ideas are so smart that once you see them, your own country is going to feel stuck in the past. But here's the crazy part. The final invention on this list might actually be the most genius thing Japan has ever created, and millions of people use it every single day. So make sure you stay until the end, because this video is going to completely change the way you look at modern cities forever. Let's enter the future. Part 1. Talking vending machines. Let's start with something that perfectly represents Japan. Vending machines. Now at first, you might think, okay, cool, every country has vending machines. But Japan took vending machines to a completely different universe. In Japan, vending machines are everywhere. On sidewalks. Inside train stations. In the middle of forests. Near mountains. Beside tiny villages. Even in places where there are barely any people. And the weirdest part? Most of them are spotless. No graffiti. No broken screens. No damaged buttons. They look brand new. Now here's where things get insane. Some Japanese vending machines literally talk to you. As you walk by, they greet you. Some recommend drinks depending on the weather. Some have AI systems that suggest products based on your age or gender. And others can even detect your face expression. Imagine being tired after a long day, and a machine says, "Would you like a hot coffee today?" That sounds futuristic already. But wait. Japanese vending machines sell way more than snacks. You can buy fresh eggs, ice cream, umbrellas, hot meals, ramen, batteries, flowers, pizza, neckties, books, and in some places, even full meals cooked fresh. There are over 4 million vending machines across Japan. That means there's roughly one vending machine for every 30 people. Which is honestly insane. But the reason they work so well is because Japan built an entire culture around trust, cleanliness, and convenience. In many countries, these machines would probably be destroyed. But in Japan, people respect public spaces. And that changes everything. Honestly, imagine how much easier life would be if every city had reliable vending machines everywhere. Late night hunger. Solved. Forgot your umbrella. Solved. Need a hot drink during winter. Solved instantly. And this is only number 10. Because the next innovation might completely change how cities deal with bicycles forever. Part 2. Underground bicycle parking systems. Okay. This next invention is one of the coolest things Japan has ever created. Imagine riding your bicycle through a crowded city. Normally you'd have to lock it somewhere outside, hoping nobody steals it. But Japan said, nope. We can do better. So they built underground robotic bicycle parking systems. And these things look straight out of a sci-fi movie. Here's how it works. You ride your bike to a small entrance. You place the bicycle into a machine. You press a button. And within seconds, a robotic system takes your bicycle underground and stores it automatically inside a giant underground bike vault. No security guards. No giant parking lot. No chaos. Just robots. When you return, your bike comes back up automatically in seconds. It's fast. Safe. Efficient. And honestly genius. Now think about cities in other countries. Bicycles get stolen constantly. Bike parking areas look messy. Sidewalks become crowded. But Japan solved all of this underground. That's what makes Japanese innovation so fascinating. They don't just create flashy technology. They solve everyday problems in smart ways. And once you start noticing these systems, you realize Japan has engineered convenience into almost every corner of life. But speaking of convenience, the next thing Japan perfected is something every human being uses every single day. Toilets. And trust me, after seeing Japanese toilets, normal toilets suddenly feel ancient. Part 3, Japanese smart toilets. Alright. We need to talk about Japanese toilets. Because honestly, Japan turned toilets into technology. And the first time most tourists experience one, they're completely shocked. Now picture this. You walk into a public restroom expecting something basic. Instead, you find a toilet seat that's heated. There are built-in cleaning systems, automatic flushing, air drying, water temperature controls, deodorizing systems, and sometimes even relaxing background sounds. Yes, background sounds. Some toilets play water sounds for privacy. That's how much attention Japan gives to comfort. Now here's the crazy thing. Even many public toilets in Japan are cleaner than luxury hotel bathrooms in other countries. Let that sink in. Public toilets. Cleaner than hotels. And Japan keeps pushing the idea further. Some public bathrooms have transparent walls that turn opaque when locked. Others automatically clean themselves after every use. Some toilets can even analyze your health. Meanwhile, in many countries, people are afraid to even touch public restroom doors. That difference says everything. Japan believes convenience and cleanliness should exist for everyone. Not just rich people. And honestly, if more countries copied Japan's approach to public hygiene, daily life would instantly improve. But toilets aren't the only thing Japan mastered. Because their transportation system might actually be one of the greatest engineering achievements on Earth. Part 4, Trains that are never late. Imagine living in a country where being 1 minute late is considered embarrassing. Now imagine trains so accurate, companies apologize publicly if they're delayed by just a few seconds. Welcome to Japan. Japan's train system is legendary. And honestly, once you experience it, every other transportation system feels broken. The famous Shinkansen bullet trains travel at insanely high speeds. Yet somehow, they remain incredibly smooth, quiet, and reliable. But speed isn't even the most impressive part. It's the timing. Japanese trains are famous for precision. We're talking seconds. Not hours. Not random delays. Seconds. And because the system works so efficiently, millions of people can organize their lives around public transport without stress. People know exactly when trains will arrive. Exactly when they'll leave. Exactly when they'll reach their destination. Now compare that to many countries where delays happen constantly. People miss work. Schedules collapse. Traffic becomes chaos. But Japan designed a system where transportation actually respects people's time. And that changes society. Even train stations themselves are amazing. They're clean. Organized. Easy to navigate. Packed with restaurants, shops, vending machines, and useful services. Some stations feel like mini futuristic cities. And the craziest part? Millions of people use these systems every day, yet things still stay organized. That level of efficiency is honestly unbelievable. But speaking of organization, wait until you see how Japan handles something most countries completely ignore. Umbrellas.